All
You
right.
have to wait for it too. But
Well, we
I
are
want.
live.
Hey. Oh, cool. Is that the program?
Yeah.
Wow. Looks cool.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All
Oh, I keep hearing myself.
right. What am I drawing?
Uh, nothing, nothing right now. What?
Nothing. Nothing right now. I don't know.
Oh, what are you drawing? Oh, okay. You want a challenge?
Yeah. What should I be drawing?
Draw. Hmm. Try to draw something and like shade it, like like crazy. You
should
want to
I
try that?
should I use a reference? I feel like we've been
Yeah,
doing a
you
lot
can
of
use a.
these little challenges where I don't use any references, which is really hard.
Yeah, you can use a reference.
Should I draw Joel Embiid?
Dude, that's funny.
Are you drawing Joel Embiid right now?
Yeah. Well, no, I'm drawing. I'm drawing his. The person I decided to have him dunk on.
Who is that?
Ah, he's not really a center. But do you want to guess it, or do you want me to just tell you?
Just tell me.
It's Kevin Durant
Ah.
because he's a snake.
All right.
Did you have Mr. Maynard?
Oh yeah, I did.
Mr. Maynard. I wonder if he's still alive.
Me too. All right, check this out. Should I draw Joel Embiid injured? You think I should draw this?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's hard. There's like awkward angle pictures. I don't know
No,
if I.
just draw him dunking. It's like more exciting.
All right. Trying to find I'm trying to find a good picture of him dunking. I found a picture of him dunking against the Guangzhou Long Lions.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that NBA team. Juan Cholang.
What do you think of that?
What? Oh, yeah. That'd be cool.
Oh my god, I'm struggling to like tile this. There we go. There we go. Okay.
Are you doing that with a pen tool?
Huh? Oh, I don't know. All right. Pencil? The pencil tool. All right, that's Joel Embiid. I think I've done it. It's just drawn Joel Embiid.
That's
What do you think?
pretty good. You want me to show you like the artist it reminds me of?
Sure.
It reminds me of Cy Twombly. CY.
I forget, like I've heard the name, but I forget about Cy Twombly. Let me look up his art. Ah, yeah. No, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know Cy Twombly. He has a bunch of art at SF MoMA.
Yeah,
Huh.
it reminds me of Cy Twombly. It's like really raw lines.
Yeah. Okay, there's like, I feel like I need to adjust some settings here for Paint Tool. SAI here. What a day, man. What a day. Express key? No.
What happened to Jimmy 30801?
Oh, I don't know. He's come by here and there when I play Splatoon. Here and there. Okay, so I feel like this is not a recognition of the erase button. So I think I need to learn these keyboard shortcuts first of all. Alright, this, I feel like this, a lot of this stream might be me trying to figure out the software shortcut keys. See, look, I don't understand this. It's like I have SAI2 open. I have a setting for it, yet this thing that said erase, it says erase, clearly is not a erase. It's like a selection tool. Shortcut keys. Where's the pencil tool? N? Yep. Okay. Boy, that is really unintuitive. Okay. Joel Embiid, here we go.
Well,
We got armpit hair in this picture.
oh yeah, he usually has a.
That's a cool little flourish on these shorts with like the little stars.
Yeah. I always thought like the Philadelphia uniforms were like, I was just like, oh, they're not bad. They're not bad. Until I had to draw Joel Embiid, and I realized that the Sixers jerseys are just like not that good. Like they say like Fila on it.
Oh, yeah. Which is a little weird. I could see that.
All of them do. It's crazy. Like there's no.
There's
And then
no
I don't know,
there's no jersey
huh?
that just says Philadelphia on it.
Or just like Sixers or something.
Yeah.
Were you an Allen Iverson fan?
I loved Allen Iverson. I feel like who didn't like Allen Iverson other than like, you know, I don't know.
I imagine a lot of people probably didn't like him.
All right. I mean, true.
Because I mean, like with when you become like such a big player, it just you were guaranteed to be like a polarized figure.
Yeah. Ah, what the fuck? Okay.
Actually, I don't know. Tim Duncan. Not a lot of people didn't like Tim Duncan.
Oh, Alex hated Tim Duncan.
Why?
Ask Alex, dude. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, that's such a. He just what does he do wrong? He's just so good.
I legitimately don't know. I do not have the answers though. You gotta ask Alex.
I don't understand. So when you received this news,
This is like in
it was
high
just
school.
Alex literally saying, "I hate Tim Duncan," and no other information than that.
How do I put it? I don't think I can capture the magic of what Alex has said. So, you're gonna need to like go with him.
Did it make you laugh?
No, because it's like I liked Tim Duncan when I was in high school.
Yeah. No, did it make you laugh like Alex's how he feels about Tim Duncan?
I contend the same thing I've just said.
No.
Oh, Spelunkpunk, welcome. Thanks for the lurk. Just FYI, Spelunkpunk, I bought some more Blue Alps today. I had like 20 spare Blue Alps, and I found a seller selling, found a place selling 50 of them. So that should give me enough for another Blue Alps board. But tonight we're... What's up?
What are you talking about?
Oh, some keyboard stuff.
Ah.
Yeah. Oh, and Spelunkpunk opened Redeem a Package. Alright. Alrighty, this right here. Overhead. Alright. Got this envelope. Got a couple of packages tonight.
Oh, that's a cool keyboard. That purple one.
Oh yeah. It's like an ergo board. We got another set of this, it's a dual 1/4 inch to dual RCA 6-foot cable. I already had one of these, but I just wanted another set for this setup that I've been trying to do. So that is package number 1.
Very cool.
Thank you. I'm trying to like figure this out. I feel like I have like a shape of Embiid here. Obviously, like I think like I've made him a little too like thick. And some of these proportions just like a little bit strange, I recognize. Ooh, you know what I want to do? Ooh, how do I do this?
What are you doing?
Check it out.
You're making his head a basketball. Are you gonna switch his head with the basketball? Oh, you did do that. Oh, that's really good.
Oh. Where are
That's
we at here?
hilarious. Dude, Chris, I'm so sorry, man. I'm really tired. I have to wake up at 4 tomorrow.
You gotta go?
Ah,
Oh man, you gotta wake up at 4?
Yeah, I wake up at. I try to wake up at 4:30 every day.
That's crazy, dude. Do you like do stuff before work?
Yeah, I have to walk Rocky.
Ah. Okay. Well, let me get in this second package before you go.
Yeah, we gotta start earlier. Is that okay?
Oh yeah, I mean it was because of this game. We were watching this game.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
I don't mind like streaming and like just kind of I could watch. I could kind of keep up with the game like on an iPad or something, and I could kind of multitask. If you want to like.
Well, I mean, I was just really into the game to the point where like I didn't want to stream.
Oh,
So I mean that was like that's on me.
okay.
All right, we got this. It's an audio switch. Audio.
Is it a pog?
What's up?
Did it came with a pog?
It's not a pot. It's a sticker.
Oh.
It's Texas shit audio, built in Corpus Christi. All right, so this is a little RCA switch slash preamp. Ah, interesting. So this is a button. I was hoping this was a knob.
What would you use that for?
So, this is like, how do I put it? It's like kind of silly for me to have to explain it because it's just like,
Why?
I mean, it's just like, it's just part of my audio setup. I basically, so I currently have this like setup where like instead of using like a 3.5 millimeter jack for audio coming out of my computer, like I use USB to this thing called a DAC, a digital to analog converter. And then like it's like one of several things you just kind of have in your sort of stack setup to get your sound out to some headphones or some speakers. And it's this complicated because it's like it kind of like increases, sort of, to put it simply, increases the quality of your sound. So I basically got this thing here to simplify my setup. Currently I have this like amplifier that's typically used for headphones, but instead of using it for headphones, I'm like sending it out to some speakers, which is unnecessary. So I got like something here that's like a cheaper option and can also switch between like the actual sources. So instead of having it go directly from my computer, I can press this button to like have it instead come out of my other computer, which like at least from this mixer here can send more sources of audio. Because sometimes I want like my audio to be more or less complicated depending on what it is I'm doing.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if that was like. I hope that was a simplified explanation that made sense, but I can understand if it wasn't.
No, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And like also you've been dealing with like it's like slow for you to get started or something.
Yes.
And
yeah.
I feel like audio is always like an issue.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. So yeah. That is
Very
package
cool.
number 2.
Do you have any more packages?
Nope. That's it for tonight. So yeah. Back to it here. Just trying to flesh out Joel Embiid a little bit more. Somehow this eraser tool started working properly, which is cool.
Do you think the Lakers need to blow up their team?
I kind of get this weird feeling that they're not gonna need to like if when you talk about like, do they need to blow up the team like as a choice to, you know, proceed with the future? But it's like I kind of just feel like, well, players are gonna opt to just leave, I feel like.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, I feel like Drummond is gone. I feel like Harrell is likely gone. As much as you know what? I gave you a lot of shit for liking Harrell last year. I actually grew to like Harrell this year. But I feel sad because he's probably gone.
Yeah. Is not good enough.
Caruso might be gone, as much as I hate to say it, but I think he might be.
That would be a huge drag.
Yeah, agree.
Is Kuz still under contract?
I am not sure. He might be.
Oh, Markeith. Do we still have him?
I don't know, actually.
I went to a restaurant the other day, and I saw something that reminded me of you.
What was it?
I think you'll understand.
Are you sending something?
Yeah.
Alright.
Sent.
Where did you send it?
Your text.
Oh. Oh. Damn. Classic.
Is that the same one?
Yeah,
or
it is.
Can't tell.
I believe it is, yeah. Well, my dad got rid of it though.
No way.
Yeah, my dad was really into it, but he got rid of it.
That's crazy.
I know, because he was into it for sure.
Yeah, he played it a lot.
Ah.
I'm sorry, Chris. I can't, man. I gotta jam.
All right. Well, appreciate
Next
it.
Thursday?
Yeah, for sure. And it'll probably be earlier.
Okay.
Probably be much
Right.
earlier.
Do you think we could like keep the game on the side and just like kind of talk about it a little bit?
Oh, for sure. And that's, I mean, more likely because, like, I won't care as much because it's not the Lakers,
Yeah. Yeah. All right, bro.
All right.
Good night.
Hi, dude. Have a good one.
You too.
Peace.
Peace.
Boy, it's a thick arm right here. Thick boy. Anyways, guys, for those of you out there watching, lurking, thank you and welcome. I'm drawing a picture of a basketball dunking at Joel Embiid. Kind of just wish here that my my lines were a little more confident. But to be fair, it is a doodle session. Was with Andrew, but he's no longer here. On the other hand, to be fair, I can just keep doing these lines over and over and over again. The way digital artists do, I guess. Why his arm looks so thick? I'm still working on it. Patnus the Sadness, welcome, welcome. This arm got way worse than it was prior. Maybe we'll work on this one line for the next hour. Patnus, I hope you're doing well. Appreciate you being here. It's like part of me just wants to trace it. So this kind of like rises a little here and then gets like way thinner. Digital art is all about Control Z over and over until you lose it. Yeah, yeah. I'm going through it now. It's also about zoom, right? Let's see if zoom helps at all. Like there's like this right here would be kind of the ditch area, I think. Maybe if I like have the ditch area as a reference, this might help. It's like there's like this foreshortening that I've just never been good at. And so we struggle a bit. We'll struggle a bit with it. Alright, so what's cool is that, like, I think, I don't know what has happened here, but these controls now kind of end up feeling pretty similar to Photoshop's. I don't know why I was having a lot of issues earlier with this, but When we go back to work, we'll be learning how fun to. Hey, I appreciate you just dropping by. We're just chilling tonight, de-stressing from this sad night of NBA games. Alright, I think if we exaggerate this like less, maybe it'll look less crazy. I make no guarantees, but it's worth a shot. Did you get those blue elves from Keep Me Up? Yes, I did. In the middle of a dungeon. Yeah, I did. I got the, I don't know, I got like 50 just to go with the 20 I already have, so that should be enough for another 60% build. I don't know how many there might have been originally, but I knew. I guess it was stocked yesterday. I am looking for about like, I want to say like 15-ish more brown alps, so I'm gonna have to keep my eye out and eventually find something. I have like 60 in my current build. Keep Me Up has some good stuff. I'm waiting on that those PCBs. I would like to have more PCBs. Not that I need PCBs like right away, but I would like them. I joined the Keep Me Up Discord, and like last night, and they literally had just said like, oh, they really should be coming in soon. So we'll kind of see. Yeah, I won't fill this in. Okay, this is interesting. So there's very little of this area, so the whole thing should technically be shifted. But I guess I can like leave it there for now. Is the head a basketball on purpose? Yeah, and then there's his face. Glad you like. Okay, so this is like the little details here. So this guy comes out like something like that. almost. Not quite that crazy, but something like this. And then it like curves in this way. His arm kind of gets like, it shortens in a little bit and it comes back out into this thumb. And the thumb doesn't stick out quite like that. It's more like that. More like that. There we go. You can see like a little bit of his thumbnail right there. Not quite that extreme. Clean this line work up a little less sketchy. I feel like his hair should definitely like be cut onto the basketball. Something like that. Let's try. Some of this needs to be cleaned up a bit. There we go. So I'm not gonna lie. The fact that this is all zoomed in, I guess we're not gonna see like how bad everything is as it comes together. This comes up a little bit more just like that. Guys are more looking up here. His lips are kind of puffed up as he's going up for this dunk. And also, it's that there's like an angle to it also. I'm wondering if there's anything that kind of mimics like a transform tool. Oh, there is. There we go. Oh. It's less Fu Manchu-y. Slightly less. Let's give his hair another shot here. So it's like his hair almost goes down to here. Let's try for something that looks more like that. Get rid of this. So from here, clean this line up. Alright, there's some type on his jersey. Some of his proportions are not really perfect. I can make some adjustments though. Man, those nostrils, the longer I look. Do you like them? I'll leave that line there. We'll just try single lines here. These like almost touch. Yo, what's up, Moon Operator? Welcome back. Okay, so there's like these folds. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Gotta clean up at least just the sort of outline shape here. I don't know if I want to do all these folds right now. It's like I'm not even guaranteeing that it'll look anywhere close to good. This 2 is way off. We gotta make some adjustments to this guy. Moon, I hope you're doing well. I did ask about that plate file, but to no response. No one had talked in that channel for like 2 months, so I feel like it'll be a while before anyone comes close to saying anything. Oh, Rev maybe he's more active on Facebook. Oh, Breath of the Wild, right on. Classic. It's a classic game. Let's go with this for now. Alrighty. Okay, there's a lot going on the side here. That's because there's all these folds. If you have a flatbed scanner, you could also try scanning and converting it. Ah, shit. I just gave away my flatbed scanner to Alex. But I mean, I guess I could use my top down as a scanner. I guess that would be like a way to go. I use a, you know, I could do that. I use a like a copy stand, so I could just kind of figure it out in that way. That would probably work. You can kind of get more accurate placements than me just guessing with my eyes. So there's some stars here. Let's just put some circles there for now. Recommend using a plate generator, then overlay that with. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking of that. Yeah. That makes a whole lot of sense. I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner. So these circles are not really circles, they're supposed to be stars that are just kind of folded in. Eventually we'll see how badly proportioned all of this is. I mean, we can look at it now, I guess. I wouldn't say it's terrible, but I would also say it's not. There's there's some issues here. Just notice the switcheroo. What switcheroo? I don't know what you're talking about. Have no clue what you're referring to. Whoops. Sorry about the sounds. I don't know if you guys hear the sounds. Let's see. I also definitely feel like should be bigger, both his head and the ball. I don't know though. Oops. The ball should definitely be bigger. I feel like his bicep is also too big. Something like that. His bicep shouldn't be that big. Bigger would be good, yeah. That's a hard one. Just trying to make a ball that fits well in his hands. A correctly shaped ball. Alright, we're zooming in. Oh. Damn you, Zoom. Make it bigger. Oh, how do I get out of that? I feel like I might. It's like stretched out in a funky way, so it's like some of this line work might need to be sort of redone here. Right, his eyebrows. How do you draw puffed out lips? It's like kind of like when you, I don't know. Kind of has like a little bit of a mustache here. This look like less and less like him. Feel like I might be doing too much here. Lips look pretty good. Alright, this lower body, I feel like there's going to be a big struggle here. He's got this waistband. I feel like it's just, there's a lot to be redone here in this general area. Basically, there's this waistband that kind of comes out kind of like this. Some stripes coming down. Well, except it's not that exaggerated. Maybe I need to try to draw it from the outside in. Something like that. There's kind of a lot going on within the waistband. Okay, proportion-wise, does this make sense? Should be like here-ish. That's where that circle is. And we just like, we'll have like a couple lines. Something like this. I mean, the rest of this is kind of like, is that bunched up like elastic in the waistband? And then from here, this comes out like this. So this whole, I feel like this whole area needs to be somewhat redone. So this guy comes out here. And you have a little puff out there. Comes down like that. And then there's also this like leg backing here because there's a cut. In the shorts. So when it comes to the blue, there's a little bit here, swings back in with the white, something like that, and then There's a little more blue here. The white also kind of comes in hot there. And there's like a little more blue that peeks out there. And more blue trim through here. Alrighty. It's like a little more. It's like his tights. There's a few things. His knee doesn't come out that wide, I don't think. His tights are like tiered in a way. Kind of like that. Cool, cool. Okay. See what we can get done here. That's gonna be a fun part of these shorts. We got this crazy logo. And we got this like cool thing of how the trim comes down and you can see like a good bunch of it. I like. Basically it comes down something like that. Then like that, then like that. That's super cool. I actually like that a lot. Drawing circles is hard. Let's zoom in. Hard, man. This is hard. Trying to draw like tiny type, but like low opacity. There's these like little stars in that logo, if I recall correctly. That slashes through the 6 and the 7, and then there's a line that comes down like that. You run out of pixels for the details. Yeah. That's really some. Okay, so there's a few things here. One is that I will probably contend that like in terms of foreshortening, like this, the arm and shoulder looks so funny. That's because like I feel like I did not define enough lines for this. So like technically it's like this arm comes in kind of like that. And it's like it kind of goes, I don't know, something like that in a weird way. Looks nice though. Thank you. I'm trying. Ooh. Brand recognition. Should I draw something else, like a happy face? All right. I feel like I need to focus on these legs, but it's pretty tough considering that this Getty Images logo is like kind of in the way. So it's like maybe I need to like buy the rights to this photo to really get the full magic here. No, I do want this out wider. It's almost like in order to kind of grab everything. There's like these like kind of hidden-ish lines. It's almost like, because his knee is kind of like, I'm trying to just picture his knee. His knee is like kind of like this. Like this would be his knee. Just gonna throw this in for now so I can like make sense of it in my brain. this comes down like kind of here, and this like sort of serves as his shin. And then where his ankle is comes down here, and then like the full force of his shoe begins there. You can probably remove it using Photoshop. Let's try this out. This is like a weird sort of entryway to like the tongue of the shoe. I never really like go down at this level of detail, but I'm like, with that said, I'm also like not painting this at a very high resolution, clearly. If like I'm struggling to sort of get the detail of that 76ers logo. Which is fine. It's a doodle night. It's not like this image is really gonna go anywhere. I mean, every night that I do some kind of art stream is a doodle night. To be perfectly fair. Oh, there's another. Ah, that's a weird thing. The leg is. Part of the leg is supposed to be covering this shoe, like on this side. So like, I don't know how thick I need to make this leg, but I'm guessing pretty thick. It's like where this guy comes down for the knee. Needs to end up covering a bit of the shoe on the other side. Calf comes out like that. This knee, it does dip in a little to do something like that, but then it like also comes back out for the other side of this calf. So this dip, I don't know if this dip's too pronounced. Ah. Man, legs are hard. Drawing is hard. Going at this for about an hour and a half. Part of me is just like, oh man. I don't know how artists do it. Well, this is really not proportioned well. Hold up. Because his knee... It's like... How do I look at this? Drawing proportions... Yeah, it's so difficult. Damn. Let's see. He's got some elf shoes right now. Hold up. Alright, I'm gonna toss a lot of this. Because his knee shouldn't be this far down, I don't think. His shin, like, there's actually like a pretty big amount of shin here. So hold on. Let's try to get this level again. I think that ball needs to be even bigger. I think like a couple of corrections, like this guy right here needs to be more straight and less diagonal. I feel like I made his shorts too long. Like this whole thing should just be a little shorter. Tough. It's tough. I'm probably going to go for another 25-30 minutes on this. There should be like some notion of this shin getting skinnier. I feel like I'm trying to justify a few things here that I shouldn't be. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. These stripes should start higher. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lasso this guy out because this is decent work. Hey. This guy right here is decent work, but it's gonna have to be bigger and probably redone. Few things. This has to be higher. It should look something like that. His knee should terminate a little higher as well. And then this guy should come in like this. To be perfectly honest, that might be it. Alright, let's jump back in here, zoomed in. erase all this. So my only gripe here then is that this should come out way more. So these stripes kind of will be redone. Same starting points, I think. Move this guy. I'm also gonna make it bigger. Try to at least. And with that, I might need to just kind of redo it. What the? I feel like I should have some tracing here. Where's the layers panel? Is this right here? So I'm on layer 2. Like at some point I'm gonna try to do this thing where I retrace, which might not come out very strong, but it's worth a shot here. See if I can get what I want. Okay, so we gotta figure out what's going on here with the legs. The legs are really not easy. Legs are not easy. His leg apparently like starts, and that's about right. And he has these socks that start, they like come around, like they wrap around like crazy, and then they still come down into a sort of shoe tongue here. Ah! Snap. I got two different layers that I'm drawing on right now. I guess I'll just keep switching back and forth till I get something that I want. Huh? Damn, that's fucking hard. It's just this huge struggle here. Try to make it look a little less. Oh, Asmodeus. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to my evening of dumbass doodling. We had Andrew here for a little bit, but he tapped out to hit the hay. I'm realizing just how hard certain parts of the human body are to draw. Quickly occurring to me. I don't know if it'll wait that face on the ball. I don't know what you're talking about. What is it that you're talking about? As far as I know, I'm drawing this picture to perfect accuracy. Extremely perfect. God damn, how do you draw like legs in this like perspective? Man, this is impossible. It's like it's got this knee here. So there's like this idea of this knee that's right here. I guess I'll draw the knee as a circle. Has anyone seen that Netflix reality show, The Circle? Sometimes when I'm with Ada, we watch like trashy reality TV. And we're watching The Circle. Oh my gosh, what a ridiculous show. It's like, that show is spent entirely, oh, Bro, what's going on here? Hi Tim, hi ass mode. What are we gaming on, bro? Oh yeah, the circle. We were watching the circle. And it's like ridiculous. It's like most of that show is spent them dictating texts, like dictating written messages. And so most of that show is them saying the word, hey circle, type, and then they say a message. I watched most of one season. Get some rest for that hot tub stream. Wait, is you have a hot tub stream tomorrow? When's the date of your subathon? That's very soon, isn't it? Okay, I think I'm kind of happy. Like, it's like I can kind of see what's going on at this point now. But it's like, yeah, it really does come down to shading and just like some very key lines. It's like I'm trying to make this like not so sketchy, but in order for it to like mentally make sense to me, it has to be almost like it has to be this sketchy. He does not have a hot tub stream yet. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, here's what I'll do. I have like this little cheat line there, and maybe like I'll have like a little cheat line like that here too. That way when I thin out this line, try to make it less sketchy, I understand what's going on. Something like that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the arms, I feel like I've got some issues with the arms. It's like, let's see what we could do here. Like this whole guy right here, we need to kind of move this, turn it like that. And not just that, there's more to it than that. I think like this guy kind of also needs to be sort of transformed to be more like that as well. I apologize to anybody here who's actually an artist and watching me do this, because it's like I don't draw that often. I mean, I call this a doodle, and so you know, I recognize there's some blasphemy here. I don't know. I'm trying out Paint Tool SAI for the first time. I'm on the 1 month trial. This is day 1 of my trial. I think also, yeah, there's like issues here with kind of the foreshortening or lack of it. And I can't thin this out anymore, can I? Also, yeah, we got a lot of issues. First of all, this is like too sketchy for my personal taste. Yeah. clean this up and we can just make some finer tuned adjustments later. Drawing is all subjective. Don't worry about proportions. You'll get the hang of them if you practice. I appreciate that. It's just like, I think at the very least, even if, like, I think there's like a level of consistency that I think I'm looking for out of my own ridiculous doodle here. So like, this right here is just kind of feel like this doesn't match the rest of it. I'm also just kind of going back and forth on different parts of all of this. Just like I've decided to just suddenly go back to the head for basically no reason. I'm gonna remove the filling in of this beard. We'll make some adjustments to it. I mean, no beard is going to be like kind of a perfect line, but I wonder like if there's like some scraggliness to it that I may be missing the mark on. I feel like the texture of sort of the hair, I want to try to reflect it in the beard also, even if it's like not fully there in the reference. That way it's just more apparent that it's even a beard in the first place. And I'm wondering, this probably looks worse. It doesn't seem so bad. So, there's like, I got like a little bit of news for anyone out there listening. It's not like, it's not super pertinent to like, you know, a whole lot here, but it's news. As we, you know, I'm guessing there's this sort of feeling that everything is kind of coming back to normal. It's a little bit weird to me, and that's like its own, you know, that I feel like deserves its own kind of discussion. But two things. One is I bought a couple of pairs of concert tickets for months down the line. So I'm pretty excited. I have tickets to see Saint Vincent in September and Puya in December. I think it's early December. So I'm pretty excited about that. Additionally, for anyone who knows, might know or might not know, but literally I used to go to concerts all the time, like and a lot of times it would just be like solo. And I used to just like always bring a film camera, and in fact, you guys can see this at my personal website. I have a small portfolio of film photos I've taken, kind of from the pit area of many concerts over the last few years. But the month preceding, like the shutdowns that began like last March 2020, I actually became a house photographer for Golden Voice. And they gave me a couple of passes, actual media passes to shoot for kind of smaller shows. And then the world kind of changed. So everything was really up in the air. And I think that there was I had a legitimate fear, like, shit, what if everything kind of folds, Fortunately, that didn't happen. Everyone's kind of going back to work there. So about this time last week, my contact at Golden Voice reached back out and said, like, hey, do you with everything kind of coming back, do you still want to remain on like the roster of Golden Voice house photographers in the Bay Area? And I'm like, yeah, absolutely. So coming this fall, I should be back at it, shooting what is likely going to be some smaller shows, as that was like the pattern in the 1 month of media passes on my end. So that's like kind of exciting. Additionally, so that's kind of the news when it comes to like live events and shooting. It's just I wanted to be able to share that. There's another piece of news that I think I may have mentioned offhand in another stream, but my tattoo artist, who's done most of my the work just all throughout my upper body, used to be located in San Francisco, but now no longer is. He moved to Hawaii, which is a little bit unfortunate for me in the sense that like I love the convenience of just being able to take a little ride share out to go and see him, where I know a lot of his clientele like was traveling from all over the world. I love the convenience of it, but now I have to do it. I have to travel out because he moved to Hawaii. And so I reached back out to him and just sort of said like, hey, like, as everything's coming back together, I just wanted to kind of resume appointments. And so I have something scheduled out in February. So Ada and I got some plane tickets. Have a car rental reservation. Don't have an Airbnb yet. But it's part of the planning phase, I suppose. Still early on, knowing that we're like 9 months away from it. Yeah, that's my news. It's weird. It's definitely weird in my opinion because excuse to go to Hawaii. Yeah. I feel very weird. With the pandemic, it's you know, pandemic has made a lot of us, a good many of us think, you know, like think harder about who we are and where we're at, and it's crazy. I recognize, you know, the writings on the wall that like this is, I think, and I'm guessing, and in some ways hope that this is like the end of it, but it was like there was a feeling in me that like kind of enjoyed what this all was, and there's this feeling of me that's like a little bit fearful of going back and just sort of resuming life the way it was. And so things like me even just buying these concert tickets, this idea of that, me going back to shooting shows, me planning these trips, it's like I fear a little, and I know that like not everyone does, but like some people have been doing it. Why am I like stuck on one layer? This is a little bit weird. Oh no! Oh no, did it freeze? What's happened? Okay, we're good. Okay, I gotta save. How do you save? What the? Where's the save button? Am I unable to save because this is like a trial version? This is interesting. Let's check this out. Paint tool, SAI, save? Can you trial save? Am I crazy or something? This is Clip Studio. This is Paint Tool SAI. So I'm just like, I'm trying to figure out like, well, two things. I downloaded the trial for Paint Tool SAI 2. This is what I'm currently running. And so I'm trying to figure out like, where's the save button? Apparently, here's a brand new canvas. And I can't save that either. That is interesting. I mean, okay, so what are my options here? One thing I could do right this current second is take a screenshot of what I have. And just use this as like my means to sort of save really ridiculously. Oh, what the? So I'll do that for now. And then maybe off stream continue to try to figure out how the hell you save in this trial version of Paint Tool SAI. I don't know if they've locked that out. Anyways, back to the discussion. The world's gonna resume, but it's not gonna be the same. Hey, I'm scared. I'm scared that, like, you know, everyone's gonna be breathing the same air. You know? Like, I'm first of all scared of that. So I'm just like, I'm thinking about how if capacity is like back to normal for these, you know, shows in September, December, just like events like that, as you know, like a flying in by the time it's February, I'm like, it's scary. Like, I haven't, like, and I know it's just like, I've definitely been more, how do I put it? I've definitely been more COVID phobic than others during this pandemic, and it's kind of that bred a lot of different kinds of characteristics in me personally. I'm fully aware, because I've had like sort of like lesser personal interactions with people who are friends, basically, like physically. I haven't really hung out with many friends. I mean, I've hung out with Ada, but outside of her, I haven't really seen anybody. And it's like, it's a big change. I think I need to ease myself in, yet somehow I still have, like, you know, it's almost cyclical. Like, I've kind of had this sort of fear of, you know, the actual virus, the pandemic, which has bred me to be fearful of people, and my fear of people has kind of just like sort of pronounced my fear of the virus. And I know that, like, I'm already fully vaccinated, but that doesn't mean I'm not still sort of scared here. And just like, I don't know, I know I'm being like less reasonable than I think some others are, knowing that others, like, you know, some of my closest you know, people that I've known do a lot more than what I'm doing, clearly. So I don't know. It's a little crazy. I'm trying to make like the lines like decently consistent throughout this whole piece, but like, you know, we got this situation like here, the beard, the scraggliness I think is important in ensuring that it makes sense that it's a beard while it's still like line art. But on the other hand, it's like I need the scraggliness, like the texture, but I'm trying to make it like very consistent with the rest of the line work. Some of this is like quite a bit harder to sort of deal with, and I realize I'm like cleaning up very early in this process. I feel like a lot of this jersey that I've done has been like very clean, as I just kind of been like, you know, it's like normal, it's like an interpretation of the shapes of jersey, but me trying to get things like the shapes of the actual body, trying to be like tighter with, but it's a challenge, that's for sure. Definitely get that. I noticed like the worst thing about COVID is how it affects you psychologically, just the angst of like, do I have it or not, anytime you feel the slightest symptom. Definitely. I have contended that I feel like I've done very well during COVID, in terms of like my ability to just mentally stay fine by, you know, not having so much contact with others. Like there are days where I just don't go outside, and I'm like perfectly personally fine with that. But I think like, how do I put it? As much as like I've enjoyed it and liked it, I think it has definitely embedded in me like a different mentality than before that's like hard to shake. And it's like I'm so used to being inside, and I'm so used to you know not like feeling like, well, I'm not gonna get sick if I don't see very many other people. And on top of that, like because I'm like so used to not seeing other people, I'm like, oh shoot, how am I gonna handle getting back to life? When I got it, there was a moment where like I don't know what's happening next, and it was scary, but like the reality of it was it didn't do much physically to me. I see. Interesting. I'll flesh out the P. I might actually do quite a bit more of this. We're already at 2:15 in terms of stream time. See what to do here. Do something like this. Come up as high as that. Yeah, it's crazy. Like pretty fearful, but I think it's one of those things where I'm just gonna have to go and do it. Like I gotta schedule like some different appointments, and I feel like I'm just due. There's like some tattoo I'm trying to actually get removed. You guys have probably seen it before. Let's check this out if you guys are interested in looking. So obviously, I mean, this side I've done first. This was a previous tattoo that I had, and like our decision was to just kind of like go over it. And then I was like meaning to sort of clean this up through like tattoo removals appointments. So I did like 2 or 3, so really not very many. But I have to keep working at it, because as much as like, you know, it's been removed, there's still a lot more work to do. So I gotta schedule like an appointment there, just to, you know, or continue scheduling appointments there. And I haven't been to the dentist in like 3 years, which is really horrible. Yeah, it's a lot to do. Ada and I mean, like, I think a big part of me getting over this hurdle, we're actually gonna do something pretty big next week. We're gonna go get piercings together. And so I feel like that's like a big like mental hurdle of like, is it gonna be okay? Like, you know. That way it looks more like that line that comes out. So here I think is where the tongue would start. What the? Look at the bright side of things. I feel like we're taking sanitation a lot more seriously as a society. True. Can't knock that for sure. Clean this guy up here. Too sketchy, we're good. Alright, there's like a lot of work to be done here, so we got a little bit of that outsole. I never go this far into detail when doing things like legs, shoes, and all that, but this is the first time I've like drawn with a reference in a very, very long time. Had a dentist appointment yesterday. Noticed that they had those HEPA filters in every room, and they'd seal the doors with this airtight zipper thing when the doctor came in to do work. Interesting. Ada just mentioned that she had a dentist appointment, so let's draw another happy face here. I'm not sponsored by Nike, so there's like some texture here on this shoe, which is pretty cool. There's also these like dots. I feel like I'm not gonna put these dots there because there's probably like some kind of halftone tool. Alright, let's see what we could do about this guy. This guy, I feel like, has been stumping me all night. For those of you who may have tuned in a little late, we're oh, what the oh, my bad. My bad. Thank you for calling that out. For those tuning in late, it's been a crazy day. 2 NBA teams I wanted to win both lost and are eliminated from the playoffs. The LA Lakers, my team, always since growing up, and then the Trailblazers. I really like the Trailblazers, but both teams just got eliminated tonight, and a little sad, but curious to see how things unfold when it comes to, you know, all of the post-game interviews that I definitely missed by starting stream. But like what unfolds with the team there for the rest of the next couple of months, geared towards the next season. Also curious to see what happens with you know, the rest of these playoffs. Who actually makes it out? Definitely teams I don't want to win, and teams that I do want to see succeed. Not very many left though, unfortunately. RIP. Yup. Interesting. I still had some nonsense here on the second layer. So I'm curious, like, I want to flatten. I wonder how to flatten. Flatten image. There we go. Trying to make this a little less sketchy throughout. Clean it up a little bit. Ah. Alright, the hand's been killing me. We're gonna try to just make it look not as bad. And that's what we can hope for, I think. They need to look less sharp. They're making it just look like these like weird sausages, and they should look like more normal sausages. Not as weird, you know? Edge of that hand should be a little less sharp. Right. Hands are hard, it's so simple in theory, yeah. Just little fingers. Little pokies. attached to a palm base. I feel like, okay, so here's an issue. I feel like it almost looks like this guy comes down here and this guy comes out like that. So this line kind of isn't there, except now this looks really, really sausagey. I don't know where some of these Discord sounds are really even coming from, so I apologize if y'all are hearing that. Like somehow this pinky just looks so big in comparison to the thumb. Like the thumb is here and there's like this idea of like, okay, it's gotta be like feeling like it's coming out towards you, and that's like the hardest thing to draw, especially like when everything's like so flat looking. It's almost like there's like a joint here, and then the nail is like kind of like that. Oh, is that from stream? I apologize. Like because he got these gargantuan sausage fingers, and it's just like I need this thumb to match. It's just hard. This program called Manga Studio lets you insert those 3D wood figurines. You can have them do any pose you want. Articulate all the joints fingers and use as a reference driver. That would be super cool. That actually sounds really cool. Okay, I'm continuing to just find the issues here. So one of the issues here is, okay, like if I draw the like palm lines first, then maybe like I'll have like a better reference of where the thumb goes. Because they have to go like that. Then there's, I guess here, be where the thumb is. That does not look right. Let's try shifting this down. It's like, cause like the shading is important because there's gonna be like shade here, and I mean like that's not even. It's not even. It's just like the color is gonna be different. And that's an issue. Is just like the general shape here is like hard. Damn, it's just like I don't even remember where I was from earlier. Like what I had from earlier was not good. But now I feel like, oh man, I'm doing like too much right now. I'm wondering if like I could literally just try to like draw this in a way that makes sense to me, even if it's not true to this picture. Because technically what would make sense to me is if his thumb were like just jutting out almost. So this is like less true to the photo, but like if it were to look like this, it's like it's almost like the thumb would come out like this. Yeah, Station, yeah, it's like it's definitely not true, but I don't even know how this looks. Cause like I'm trying to just like imagine it. Like this ditch right here makes like way less sense, I think. Cause like essentially this ditch would no longer look like that. Would it? I mean, this might be placed a little differently. Some like, I don't know, like that or something. The way his arm is also kind of weird. His arm is normal, forearm facing the camera, but then his hand is like in line with his arm instead of forearm. Yeah, yeah, it's very weird. Forearm is facing the, but I mean, there's like kind of like this shortening here, like the foreshortening there. It's kind of like almost 3/4 of something protruding into you. I think this needs like a tilt. So I think maybe make the whole thing slightly smaller, slightly. I feel like there's a bunch of wrinkles that I like am opting not to draw because I don't know how good it's gonna look. I mean, it's just like I'll just quickly try to like throw them in. Just try. This kind of reminds me of the skeleton mobs in Breath of the Wild. How can they pick up their heads? It just makes too much sense. The big ol' piece of shade. And there's also like this big ol' shade that comes down, but that's not really even a wrinkle. Head to bed? Alright. Thanks for coming by and thanks for chatting. Appreciate it, as usual. This arm definitely, most definitely needs work. More I look at it. Try for some like this. That's like a way quicker sequence of sketching here. I feel like his arm needs to come up a little higher. Because that shoulder, while it's huge, it's like the rest of the arm needs to just kind of work. You're gonna post the final thing on Discord? I mean, yeah, I will. I gotta figure out how to save this in the first place, though. That's the scary part of all this. But yeah, that's my plan. Gonna post this in a little doodling section. But yeah, will do. These wrinkles bring out the details. Yeah. I'm wondering how much of like shadows I should put into here. I feel like there's also a very, very slight trim on here, like right here. That is kind of like, it gets exposed on some of these like seams. Strengthen this, number 2. Maybe I'll also work to unsketch the letters too. This is kind of weird though. I need this part to be a little more circular. I think. think that's what I want. Whoa. Okay. Okay, I have no shoelaces on here. Do I want to go that route? Say the answer is yes. I'll say we're gonna fix this guy. A few things wrong with this guy here. There we go. All right, shoelaces. Oh, the bane. The pain. Let's just go with that. I feel like that's good enough, right? Draw like some of these, I don't know what you call these guys. Let's see. Gotta post, or we gotta draw this guy on the loop. This guy also is a loop. That guy is like one of the drawstrings like ends. There's another end coming out here. Alright, from this point, just try my best, I guess. Alrighty. I think I might end here. Yeah, might end here. I think there's one little piece of shade here that maybe I'll add. Oh. Why did that happen? Where is the color? Oh shit. What the hell size do I normally use? Let's add those hand lines. What little ones there are to add. I'm not going to add the nails. I'm going to remove the nail from this one too. Yeah. Alrighty. I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoy this. Maybe fix this up just a tiny bit. Cleaning up a little more sketchiness. All right. That is it for me. After this. Okay. Cool. I feel happier about this than I maybe thought I would. Obviously, it's not the most perfect thing in the world, but it's what it is. Let's check out who is on right now. Maybe let's look at the art category. See if anyone out there is doodling. My caliber of art, at least. I don't know if that's a mean thing to say. I feel like there's a lot of very, very strong artists out there on Twitch, and I'm like, ooh, I don't know that I hold a candle. I feel like all of them are. Let's see. There's a lot of really great artists on here. Oh, we'll have to choose a great one because they all kind of are. Looking around. Someone doing some work in Blender. There's like a lot of cool work. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Very cool. All right. Let's see. Oh man, it's already 1:30. Goodness gracious. What happened to my keyboard? Seem to have lost some action in my keyboard. Okay, let's see who has put the word doodle into their title. Who has the word doodle and also has a webcam? A lot of VTubers on. Alright, I'll just choose this one I see. Okay, guys. Everybody, thanks for being here, as per usual. If you want to join the Discord, there's that. If you want to check out my film development service, there's that. And finally, here's a link to the my donation page for the San Francisco Marin Food Bank. I just dropped in the donation for the months of April and May. All the bits and subs that came in went in as a donation. So feel free to keep them coming in if y'all want. Announcement here, we got some new emotes as well. So your sub will go towards that. So guys, until next time, might try to stream Monday, but we'll just kind of see. We'll see what happens. So until then, good night from San Francisco. We're gonna try raiding a couple of these folks. Let's just find out which one of these might have raids on. So, all right. Good night, guys.